Alright, so welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a bottleneck scenario type thing going on. So I'm going to be using an i7-4770 paired with 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM overclocked to 1866 megahertz because DDR3 RAM is now 2 generations old, and I just want to make sure we get the best performance out of this little i7 that we can. The next thing on the list is the GPU, which is an RTX 3060. So I'm using an ASUS TUF variant of the card, and it's my main GPU. I took it out of my main rig right over there, which has a 2600X and 32 gigabytes of DDR4, but that's not the main focus of this video. The Haswell rig is, and that's what we're going to be having this in today. I'm going to be testing it with a suite of different applications. So the testing suite I'm using is going to be Cinebench R23, 3D Mark Firestrike Ultra, and TimeSpy, and I'll have the results later on in the benchmark section of this video. And then I'm going to be testing with a few games. I'm doing Rocket League, Halo Infinite, GTA 5, and that's it for now, as well as Rise of the Tomb Raider. And that's it for now, as well as Rise of the Tomb Raider. So, why am I doing this test? Because this seems kind of like a no-brainer. Of course, the i7 is going to bottleneck the RTX 3060. It's an old chip. It's from 2012, the end of 2012, into 2013. So, why do this test? Well, you can maybe find a GPU, right? If you're lucky enough, you might be able to find one. It's definitely going to be over MSRP. So, kind of going to get a little unlucky with that. But you can pick up some old hardware, and if you spent a lot on your GPU, you might be able to use it with the hardware you currently have, which would be awesome, because then you don't have to really spend too much extra money right away. You can spend it later down the line and add it to your new components, or add them all together in a new case or chassis, and with a new CPU and RAM and motherboard, and you'd be good to go. But basically, I want to see if it's worth it to do that sort of plan economically and performance-wise. So we're going to get right into the test now, and we're going to go from there. So, conclusion time. What do I think about this setup? Well, I had really no problem using it, and I was only using a 900p monitor, but I did upscale a lot of the games to 1080p. I know the B-roll footage might not look like it. Unfortunately, my T5i's age is showing, and I think I have to get a better lens for my A6100, but besides that little mini rant there, I do think it is worth it. I do think that if you do fall into that specific scenario where you can only really afford a GPU and you already have a setup like this or similar to it with an older generation Intel Core processor above the 4th gen, or maybe just slightly below the 4th gen like Ivy Bridge or Sandy Bridge, I think it's worth it. You can have a pretty fun experience playing the games. They're fluid, you have high FPS for the most part. There are little micro stutters which you have to keep in mind, but if you tune your hardware the right way, like I overclocked my memory to 1866 megahertz, I don't think you'll have a big issue at all, and I do think it is something that's worth it, again, if you fall under that specific scenario. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Remember to stay subscribed, and if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do that. Like and comment down below. I do read the comments. I appreciate all the positive feedback, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.